If you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and also the little bell icon so you can be alerted each and every time we make a new video. Hi everybody, Ira Miller here, the Villages expert, and today I want to do a short video for you because we've had a few little instances recently that we want to try to avoid in the future here, okay? And so we're going to talk about lenders. Now, not all lenders are the same, okay? And the last few deals that we had going on here, we had lenders from out of state. One was in New Jersey. I think the other one was in Rhode Island, I believe. So this is going to be an appeal to all of you buyers. Please do not use an out of area. I'm going to say out of area. I was going to say out of state. I'm going to say out of area lender because, for instance, the one in New Jersey. All right, I do know that New Jersey has, they have a law where they have to use an attorney. And here in Florida, we don't use attorneys. We use title companies. The title company pretty much takes the contract, takes the deposit, the escrow check, we call it, and puts it all together. And then they work with the lender. The lender sends them a lending package, and then that title company will go ahead and, as a proxy, they will have all the paperwork signed for the lender. Well, we've had huge problems with out-of-state lenders. Why? Because most of them are used to like 60-day closings. Now, couple that with this red-hot market. I mean, so they're all busy, and it is a recipe for disaster. And so that's why I like to be able to use a couple different local lenders. And now look, this is your deal, but this is just a video to say this would be my recommendation. What you do is up to you. So I guess that little disclaimer needs to be in there. But I have a couple primary lenders that I work with. One is called Citizens First Bank or Citizens First Mortgage. They're the bank that's owned by the Villages. My wife actually works for that bank. And so that helps me. If we get stuck or we get in a niche or something like that, I can call her. I can say, hey, we have an issue. Can you please help with that? That is tremendous when we're dealing with timelines, when we're dealing with closing dates, when we're dealing with financial contingency dates, because built into the contract are dates that say you only have so long until you can get financing. And if you go past that date, you risk losing your deposit. You risk buying that home at all. And we don't want to do that. So there's a lot of agents out there that are not cognizant of these extremely sensitive timeline dates. I am. I'm not going to let you go past your financial contingency date. And if we put 30 days in there, that you have 30 days to get a loan and you don't, and your lender doesn't make it in time to get you that loan, well, we have two options. Number one, we could try to extend that closing date. We can try to extend that financial contingency date, right? So the seller doesn't have to. The seller doesn't have to extend the financial contingency date, and they don't have to extend the closing date. So we don't want to run into that problem. This is just going to avoid a lot of problems, a lot of issues, if we have the right lender in place. And we don't have to worry about any kind of delays because of a lender. And so that's why I was prompted to make this video, because of the last two deals where we did have big time issues with these lenders. Now the other one is called Lendello. Lendello is a mortgage company that ERA Grizzard Real Estate, the brokerage that I work for, they have some kind of an investment stake in Lendello. But that's a good thing, because with that kind of interest that this company has in that mortgage company, we have, we have some leverage that we could use to get your loan passed through and not have to worry about any delays, right? So that's why I like to recommend Lendello. I like to recommend Citizens First Bank. So we don't have to run into any closing date extensions, any financial contingency date extensions. And then last but not least, Quicken Loan. It's an online lender. I've had pretty good luck with them, so I don't mind using Lendello as a third option, but I don't have any pull with Quicken Loan or Rocket Mortgage, one and the same, as I do with Citizens First Bank or Citizens First Mortgage and Lendello. So that's why I'm asking everybody to please consider. And look, by all means, I would say this to you. First of all, if you're moving here, if you're moving to this area, you probably want to work locally anyways. But with that said, if you have a personal relationship with a banker, with a lender, or whatever, what I would suggest you do is go and get what's called a good faith estimate from that lender or that banker or whoever it is that you are looking to get your mortgage from. A good faith estimate, that is a breakdown of all the fees. So it tells you what all your fees are, tells you what your interest rate is, tells you what your mortgage payment is going to be, and get good faith estimates from that person as well as those two lenders that I just suggested, or three lenders that I just suggested, because if you compare the two, you're probably going to find there's probably no difference or very little difference or whatever, and it's just going to be so much better if I have some kind of pull to help you get through this loan process. All right, so that's all I really wanted to bring up for today in today's video. That is something I think is very important and important enough to come over here and go ahead and make this quick video for you so we don't have to deal with any more delays. I don't have to, and see, that's the thing. I'm sitting there having to write emails and phone calls to these lenders who I don't even know, who have no obligation to me. See, the thing is, with these other lenders I just talked about, I'm giving them repeat business. So they're gonna wanna make me happy. If you get your own lender involved, and this is a one-time loan for them, and I'm not giving them any repeat business, so they pretty much don't care, I mean, obviously they'd like to give you the loan, but if they're busy and they're letting the ball drop on this, right? It's just not a good scenario. So if you want the telephone numbers, or if you just saw this video and you don't remember who these lenders are, reach out to my assistant, Danielle. Her number is 352-204-9026. And say, hey, I saw Ira's video on lenders. Can you tell me the numbers of those lenders that he suggests, okay? And again, if you want to compare, great. Good faith estimates, that's what you're going to ask for. And then we can definitely help you out all through the contract process, and it's going to be seamless. It should be uneventful, and we should just sail right on through. So that's what we want. We don't want problems. We want just a smooth sail and just keep the whole process moving along. All right, so that's it for me for now. Thank you for watching this short video. I appreciate you watching it. If you have any questions, reach out. You can talk to me, call Danielle, and also make your comments. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video.